ninth grade pictures. I can't believe how far we've come together. I wish you the best of luck in the future, and I hope you stay in touch with us, and good luck to you.
Would everybody kindly stand, please? Thank you. You may be seated now.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the processional, we would like to recognize a very special guest with us today, the governor of the great state of New Mexico, Susana Martinez. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd rise for the processional of our graduates, 104 strong.
Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Mayfield High School Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard and the singing of the national anthem by Student Body President Maria Calderon, accompanied by her father, Mr. Aldo Carrillo. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please join me for a word of prayer. Dear Lord, I want to thank you for today and all the hard work that was put into making it happen, from the staff at this school to the students themselves. Lord, thank you for the dedication and perseverance. Thank you for helping us as the students through these past 4 years, Lord God, for the help you provided when the going got tough. Thank you for the staff and the helping heart you've given each one of them. I pray that you would continue to provide them with the love they have shown us. I pray that each of us would continue to strive to achieve our goals and set new, more prestigious ones. Keep each and every one here today from harm and in your will as we face what comes next. In the name of the Lord God, Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen. And now at this time, I'd like to welcome our principal of Arrowhead Park High School, Jennifer Amos.
Thank you, Mr. Lutz. Thank you, Maria Calderon, for that beautiful opening. And thank you, Zach Eason. May you all be seated, please. I would also like to recognize Miss Barbara Roth, and the Mesilla Valley Teen Singers for providing our music tonight. Welcome, everyone. We are here tonight to honor the 2014 graduating class of Arrowhead Park Early College High School. It is my privilege to welcome the graduates, welcome their families, school district dignitaries, and community members, and of honored guests, the Honorable Susana Martinez and First Gentleman Gentleman Chuck Franco. Very sorry. My tears got the best of me already, so you'll have to excuse me. At this time, it is a special pleasure that I introduce two outstanding Trailblazer students. First, our senior class salutatorian and president of the Principals Advisory Council, Norma Ibarra. Norma is the daughter of Moises Ibarra and Norma Vargas. She will be studying forensic science at Eastern New Mexico University. I would also like to introduce the president of our National Honor Society, Evelyn Valles. Evelyn is the daughter of Adam and Olga Valles. She will be attending NMSU in the fall to study nursing. Ladies, Norma.
Good evening. As the president of the Principals Advisory Council for the past 3 years, I have had the privilege of working with students of many ages. In addition to my 4.0 GPA, I have received an Associate's in Criminal Justice, in Arts, and the New Mexican Common Core Certificate. Tonight, it is my privilege and honor to introduce our guests. May you guys please stand as I call your name. We are pleased to welcome the Honorable Susana Martinez, Governor of the State of New Mexico. We also welcome New Mexico's First Gentleman, Chuck Franco. From Las Cruces Public Schools Board of Education, we have President Dr. Connie Phillips. Vice President, Señora Maria Flores. Member, Ms. Barbara Hall. And member, Dr. Bonnie Votal. From Las Cruces Public Schools, we have the Superintendent, Mr. Stan Rounds. Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Steven Sanchez. Associate Superintendent for Operations, Dane Kennan. Associate Superintendent for Turnaround Initiatives, Andrea Fletcher. Director of Secondary Instruction, Dr. Wendy Miller Tomlinson. From New Mexico State University, we have the President, Dr. Gary Carruthers. Representing Doñana Community College, please join me in welcoming Dr. Monique Torres, Interim Vice President for Academic Affairs. We also welcome Mr. Amadeo Ledesma, Doñana Community College Vice President for Student Services. Representing the Bridge of Southern New Mexico, Suzanne Galen, past chair of the board and founding member of the Bridge of Southern New Mexico. From Arrowhead Park Early College High School, we have the Dean of Students, Joshua Silberg. And our beautiful principal, Jennifer Amos. Okay. Stan Rounds has been superintendent of Las Cruces Public Schools for the past 7 years. He began his career in education as a math teacher and coach with Albuquerque Public Schools in 1973. Mr. Rounds has been superintendent since 1983. Thank you, Mr. Rounds, for joining us tonight for the first ever Arrowhead Park Early College High School graduation, the realization of a goal you have worked tirelessly to achieve. Mr. Rounds.
Oh my goodness. 4 years ago, I remember looking in your faces. Do you remember those days? Do you? You were those freshmen. In fact, you weren't quite freshmen when I looked at you. You had just completed 8th grade and we were in what was called summer boot camp. Do you remember that? Boy, do you look different today. Parents, are you proud of them? Let's give them a round of applause. This is a time for great celebration. We did it. What a wonderful job. This evening I need to recognize a few folks, and I'd like to share a couple of words of wisdom, and then I think we need to get on with our ceremony. I'd like to recognize some important partners in how you got here. Doñana Community College, you've already had the introductions. Could our representatives from Doñana Community College please stand for our applause one more time? And seated to my left, your right, are some unsung heroes that you might not even know about, although I think you might have seen them on campus. We have a group of people that were the Arrowhead Park partners that helped make this happen. And if I could I please have the partners stand? Let's give them a round of applause. And then Suzanne Quillen is on stage with us representing another important group. In fact, Governor, I know that you had a tremendous interest in what was happening here. And President Carruthers, I know you did too. I recall President Carruthers at a very first meeting I had when I came to Las Cruces. It was called the Regional Educational Initiative. And we started talking about what we're doing today. Is there a way to have 100% graduation and 0% dropping out in Doñana County and in New Mexico? And I'm happy to tell you, we're right there today. Now, besides Suzanne, I want to recognize our current president, George Ruth, and founding member, Carrie Mitchell. Carrie, would you stand for a minute? Carrie, do you remember our first discussion about Early College High School? It's been a while, but guess what? We did it. And you called her beautiful. Your principal, Miss Amos. Now, Jennifer Amos and the teachers and other staff of Arrowhead Park Early College High School took an awesome responsibility to take something that's never been done in New Mexico and make it happen. But what's more important is they became your best friends, your best mentors, and the folks that helped you get to the end. So may I have the staff and Ms. Amos stand for a round of applause. But today's not about us. It's about you, the students, the trailblazers. And indeed, you have blazed a wondrous trail for others to follow. 4 years ago, there were 117 students in the first class of 9th graders at Arrowhead Park Elementary, or Arrowhead Elementary, goodness, where'd that come from? Arrowhead Park Early College High School. And it's old age, I'm sorry, it happens. Now, some have left us, they went back to their high schools or left town, missing a wonderful opportunity. but 108 of you hung on. And 97% of you are graduating tonight. But do you want to hear what's really wonderful? Those other 4 will graduate on June 26th. We'll have a 100% graduation rate, Governor. Now, 100% graduation rate has never happened if my research is right. I'm not going to state it as a fact because somebody will prove me wrong, but I think it's probably a pretty good bet ever in Las Cruces Public Schools history. And so today, you fine leaders, trailblazers, have set a course for others to follow that is second to none. And I want you to know how very proud of you that I am. Now, 63% of you are first-time college attenders in your family. What a wonderful thing to start as a history at your house, in your family, for the future. 88 of you walked at Doñana Community College, and this is quite a deal. I want to thank our folks at Doñana Community College because you graduated last week, with your associate's degree, and you had to wait till tonight to get your high school diploma. Oh, that's wonderful. Now, here, I want to just state some things you did. You have applied for a bunch of good things in your life. 109 associate's degrees in science, arts, pre-business, criminal justice, general studies, creative media technology, and the list goes on. And 105 certificates applied for, such as the New Mexico Common Core, digital graphics and animation, business fundamentals, certified nursing assistant, emergency medical technician, and computer technology, and the list goes on there too. I know I didn't exhaust it. But this is a great victory for you. What a head start. What a marvelous opportunity. And I remember when I met you on the first day, when you were those freshmen, almost. Yeah, and we talked a little bit about what you were going to do. And I remember saying to you, you know, there's an analogy, trailblazers are the very first that ever go out into the country. They find the way, they blaze the trail, and then the pioneers and others follow on. And do you know what? You lived up to that. Not only did you name yourselves the Trailblazers, you lived it. Congratulations, you're marvelous. And so today's your day, and I say congratulations to you. You have made history, and now don't stop your leadership. Continue on. Show us how it's done. Let me end by quoting one of your graduating seniors, Zach Eason, from, I think, the awards the other night. I think that's where I picked this quote up. Zach, you said this. You said, Arrowhead is a place where dreams come true. You said, I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. So you said, I say to my classmates, don't waste this opportunity. I hope to see you someday on the news or read about you in the paper. I think he said on the news in a good way. I think that's what he said. Zach, is that what you said? I believe that's what you said. Read about you in the paper because you've taken advantage of this amazing gift and made a positive difference in the world. And he said, I hope that you are all as proud as I am to be an Arrowhead Park Early College High School trailblazer. You have reason to be proud. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Rounds, for your support. Now please allow me to introduce the graduating senior, Israel Martinez. Israel is the son of the late Teddy Martinez and Juana Martinez. He will be attending New Mexico State University in the fall studying finance.
This thing is annoying. Friends, professors, governor, parents, and administrators, welcome. We are graduating. Can you guys believe it? 4 years ago, most of us walked into the halls of the ACC and ECHS as nervous as we were the first day of kindergarten. Now, those same 4 years later, we're leaving our wonderful school to a new crop of people, and we're probably just as nervous as we were when we arrived. So in some ways, it's been a long 4 years, and in other ways, it's been a short 4 years. Long, thanks to all those exams, homeworks, projects, and last-minute stuff, and all the little road bumps that hit us in high school. Short, thanks to those lifelong friendships and those lasting memories and the truly interesting and amazing things that we learned during those occasional bits of drudgery. I'm not here to tell you guys to shoot for the stars or to tell you guys that you can do anything. Those things are nice, but we're trailblazers. We've been tested through the fire and brimstone of tough schedules and classes. We know what it takes to succeed at the highest academic level. We should know what it takes to succeed at the highest level of anything. I'm here instead to tell you to calm down, take a deep breath, and don't think about your future for a moment. Just take this day, this moment, and appreciate it. We often think about what we're going to be like in the future and what job we'll have in the future and so forth, but these are the years, these are the moments that mold us into who we are and into who we're going to be. I'm here today to tell you, appreciate what you have. Thank your God, your parents, your siblings, your teachers, your friends for all that they have done. Because whether you believe it or not, they have all had or they're going to have an impact on who you'll become. Time flies by quickly, and so soon and we'll all be getting jobs and we'll all be getting married and we'll even be having kids. Before you know it, we'll all be reaching your destinations. So for the time being, let's not live in the past and let's not live in the future. Let's live in the moment, because who knows, this could be the last time all of our friends, family, and loved ones are in the same room together. So what I'm trying to say is, enjoy the journey, class of 2014. It's been a heck of a ride. I have to thank a really special group of ladies who have molded me into who I am, and that special group is Marcia, Rossi, Heli, Sari, Eli, Ramona, and Pilar. Without them, I would have never been here. They're like aunts to me. Thank you very much.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat. New Mexico State University President Dr. Gary Carruthers is an Aggie in his heart and soul, and he was New Mexico's governor from 1987 to 1990. Was chosen NMSU president last year, but here's an interesting factoid about Dr. Carruthers. He is the first real Aggie president of New Mexico State University. But I will say this to you, if it wasn't for his leadership and commitment, Arrowhead Park Early College High School would not have happened. So with thanks and gratitude, let's welcome President Gary Carruthers.
Thank you very much, Stan, and thank you all. Congratulations, graduates. You're all going to become Aggies. Well, you've been Aggies for a while because you're taking dual credit courses at either New Mexico State University or Doña Ana Community College. I want you all to come over on the main campus if you'd like to, or continue at DACC. Unashamable advertising for our great university here in our community. I want to tell you a little about the vision. When I first came here as a dean in 2003, the university did not have an economic development apparatus. And Governor, I like to say this because I think it's kind of humorous, but a charismatic young governor in about 1988 signed the Economic Development, the Research Park and Economic Development Act, and everybody says, I wonder who that governor was. But I signed that act in 1988, which allows universities to be entrepreneurial. And nobody had done much with it until I became dean of the College of Business. And we decided that we would develop a business park, a research and business park. And so we leased over 200 acres where your school is right now. We leased that 200 acres. And it was our vision and our dream to put a school on that campus that had a lot to do with business. And so Dr. Boberg and I, who set up Arrowhead Center, decided that was the way to go. And then we talked to Stan Rounds, and we were thinking about a charter school. And Stan kind of advised us that charter schools can be a little narrow, and there are some good things about charter schools. This turns out to be a better idea because you have a much broader array of disciplinary interests. But then I ran into the Regional Educational Initiative. I facilitated those discussions. And that was started by Kerry Mitchell and Patsy Duran. And they convinced me that I ought to facilitate. I don't know if you've ever watched educators and people interested in education try to make draw a conclusion. They just talk and talk and talk and talk. Oh, they're the biggest talkers in the world. So they brought me in as a strong arm to facilitate this conversation, which I was happy to do. And it was in the process of doing that we discovered this concept of early college high schools. And there are several of them in Texas and several of them in North Carolina. And this was the first one in New Mexico. And we looked at those schools, and we decided it would address an issue that we had in our county, which is a very high dropout rate. And Kerry and Patsy's biggest concern was preparation for the workforce and too high of a dropout rate. And so we looked at this, we looked at the science, and we decided this is exactly what we want to do. So we went through the entire process and developed the first early college high school. Now, I should give credit where credit is due. First of all, you met some people over here who are the financiers of the building that you're in. I think they still own the building because Stan hasn't paid them for it, so it's rented from these guys over here. But one of the interesting things about the presence of that school is you really have to understand it's a different financial arrangement, and only Stan Rounds knew about the authority that he could go ahead and develop a brand new school without having bond issues. And so he didn't go out for a bond issue. He developed a relationship with these people, and they developed the school. I see their financial guy, Greg, is over here as well. And so they put together a financial deal where that Stan and Las Cruces Public Schools could actually build a school and get it up and running in 18 months. And we did it. Now, if you do it the traditional way, it takes what, Stan, 4 or 5 years? 4 or 5 years. So your school rose from the dust out there in 18 months because of the leadership of Stan Rounds and these people over here who finance it. I want to recognize some other people. I recognize Kerry Mitchell, but we also have to mention Patsy Duran again. She is now retired to Florida. You will find in your lifetime you follow grandkids, that's where the grandkids are, so that's where Patsy is. She comes back to visit us from time to time. Suzanne Quillen up here has been a chair of the Bridge and a very effective member of the Bridge leadership. But I also have to give credit to New Mexico State University President Michael Martin and former DACC President Margie Huerta. They were the leaders in our community at that time as president of the university and president of DACC, and they made early commitments and early financial commitments to your school, and it worked rather well. Dean Michael Moorhead in the College of Education provided the research and the research and development work that we did on early college high schools. And then Jennifer Amos only is going to be acclaimed about 6 or 8 more times tonight, but she's the first principal. And I can remember, maybe you students can remember, when you were going into Albertsons, there was this lady passing out pamphlets trying to recruit students to the early college high school. At least that's the story she told me. Maybe it was a flea market. I don't know where it was. But anyway, Walmart, I'm sorry. I shouldn't advertise all these companies. It's one of those markets. But anyway, when it first started, it didn't really catch on. There wasn't a whole lot of sizzle. And as a consequence, she had to go out and recruit students, and she did a good job. But the secret of this entire operation, it started in the Chamber of Commerce. It engaged the public schools and New Mexico State University and DACC. But most of all, it engaged the entire private sector. And in this particular operation, It was determined in the Regional Educational Initiative that we weren't going to point fingers at each other. The private sector wasn't going to say, well, it's the school teachers. And the school teachers wasn't going to say, well, it's the parents or the students. And so we decided we have a common problem. We need to work on that problem, and we're going to do it. And it's the best example in this community I know of everybody working together for a common good, and that's called Arrowhead Park Early College High School. A common problem. So I just want to congratulate you once more. I did talk to your students. I run into Arrowhead Early College High School students once in a while. I say, how's the school going? Some of you interviewed me some years ago when I was dean. A couple of women came over and interviewed me, and I asked, well, how's the dropout rate? And they said, well, no one's dropped out yet. And I said, is anybody wanting to drop out? And the two women who came to see me said, yes, a couple of them are talking about it, but we're going to hold on to them. And you held on to them. You held on to them all the way to graduation. And so I approve of that. And then I've talked to early college high school students, and I said, how is the school? Is it a good school? Are you enjoying the school? And they told me it's an outstanding high school, but it's hard. Is that true? An outstanding high school, but it's hard. Well, you're very successful. You're graduating tonight. We're going to see you on our campus or Doña Ana Community College or wherever you want to go to college. Continue to pursue your education. God bless you, parents, and everybody who's supported these wonderful students.
Please let me introduce graduating senior Delia Macias. Delia is the daughter of Robert and Ana Macias. She will be studying criminal justice and business at New Mexico State University.
The road to success is not a path you find, but a trail you blaze. Robert Brault. 4 years ago, each one of us made a decision that went against the norm of what is expected of a typical 14, 15-year-old, because 4 years ago, we were asked to think about our future. 4 years ago, we made a mature decision to come to a school that was not built yet, but under the idea that we would graduate with not only our high school diploma, but also an associate's degree. We made that choice because we understood that the concept of delayed gratification can carry the most reward, and often a lasting one. It was not an easy choice given the fact that we missed out on the expected high school experience, but like our school creed says, the road to success is not a path you find, but a trail you blaze. We understood that we must always be mindful of the influence our choices made today will have on the impacting future and the resulting consequences, because everything we do, whether good or bad, and everything that comes to us is not undeserved. Understanding this concept is essential to becoming a leader. It is these hard choices that build character and make a leader. It is about having the personal responsibility to make the hard choice to live with morals and integrity, as well as accepting the truth no matter how difficult, and remaining honest not only with oneself, but with others as well. It is these basic fundamentals that have shaped our thinking as trailblazers and taught us that there is reward in being patient. Although it is not simple to make the sacrifices for now, the tenacity of overcoming obstacles such as peer pressure, self-indulgence, and immediate gratification brings the reward of self-respect. Understanding the ability to pull through the difficulties faced takes strength. To object to wrong when no one else does takes courage. To believe for the better takes hope, and to inspire a world for change takes a leader. As future leaders, each one of us was tested in our decision to be here today by making these sacrifices. The sacrifice to say no to sports, to extracurricular activities that do not revolve around education, of studying until you're too tired to see the textbook, saying no to friends to go out on the weekends, and worrying that in the end, all you may do may not be enough. And even still, we continued on. Because even when each semester got progressively harder, and each test was not just a test of what we had learned in the classroom, but a test of endurance, we pushed forward, and we endured. Success is the ultimate aspiration in every person's life. The philosophy behind success is heavily analyzed, and yet the definition is not always the same for everyone. For some it is fame, others power or money. Regardless, the definition of success is not absolute. That begs the question, is success subjective or objective? Because how does one measure success? The answer is you cannot. You cannot measure success. You can only measure your own success. Success is personal. It is neither subjective nor objective. That said, is the mentality behind success that can be measured and defined. The definition of a trailblazer is someone who has the courage to arise when the time comes, the humility to accept failure, and the resiliency to return stronger. Everyone goes through obstacles, but it is how one chooses to face them that counts. It is for this reason that each obstacle we face in life is always a personal matter. Winning is a mentality that takes both grace and resiliency, a skill many wish to possess, yet so few have developed. Our school motto is failure is not an option. And as students, we have always been able to define this in terms of grades. However, as we move forward and begin the next chapter in our lives, this concept is not as transparent. But one thing we as trailblazers must keep in mind is failure is only an option for those who choose to stay on the ground. My hope for each and every one of us is that even through the most profound moments in life, we find a trail and we blaze ahead, that we do not let go of our deepest aspirations in life, and we continue to progress to be the best version of ourselves. And in the test of time, it is not those brief moments of vulnerability that shape our thinking, but rather the flicker of anticipation for the challenge. And we endure. There are always going to be situations that shake one's faith, but through it all, it is one's character that will pass the test of endurance. Too often times when one sees that things are not as smooth as intended to be, one gets discouraged and quits. But it was not meant to be that simple. It was meant to push further and master one's God-given dream. And it does not matter how hard life or society may hit. It is the will and endurance of trailblazers that keeps them moving forward. Because in the end, it is not about how hard one hits with. It is about how much one can take and keep standing through it all. It is about the strength of one's mentality. 4 years later, here we are, trailblazers. And no matter what hardship has been thrown our way, we have endured, and we will continue to endure, because that is what trailblazers do. Thank you.
And today we are greatly honored that you're graduating, but we're also greatly honored to have a very important guest who we have recognized. Governor Susana Martinez is our 31st governor of the state of New Mexico and the first woman to hold that office. A native of El Paso, she was elected Doñana County District Attorney in 1996 and served 14 years before being elected governor in 2010. You see, she's from here. And so, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me introduce you to Governor Susana Martinez.
Good evening. And to your wonderful principal, I just wanted to tell you, my husband, the first gentleman, has many titles. It goes from the first dude to the first gentleman, to the first man, to Chucky. Usually that means someone who went to school with him, high school, because he was very short and very thin, so they call him Chucky. They also call him Chuck Franco or Funk Chanco, because they get that mixed up. But my favorite is when they call him Chuck Martinez. And he accepts it willingly and said, yes, this is Chuck Franco when there's a phone call, and says, let me get my wife for you. And so he takes it in great stride and is pleased to know. I want to let everyone know that what a wonderful, supportive husband he is to allow me to do the things that I find so important, especially for the young folks of our state. It is my honor and my privilege to be here for this graduation. I cannot tell you how I have looked forward to it from the day that I heard about this school and put people together to multiply the number of schools that are going to be available around the state. I knew you would be successful. You had parents, aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, tias, tios, everyone, making sure that you were doing what you had to do to be successful in this awesome journey. So I give kudos to all of the family members that are here, to all of the brothers and sisters who gave that support when sometimes it was easier just to put the book down and say, I just can't do another day of this. So thank you to all of the wonderful family members and friends that are here. Thank you very much. You know, this is a very special day, not only for each and every one of our graduates that are sitting here tonight, but like I said before, for your friends and your siblings, your parents and grandparents, myself, and the entire state of New Mexico. Tonight marks the first graduation of the first early college high school in our state, your high school. I know that getting to this point was certainly not easy, but what you have accomplished will set the course for the rest of your lives. Many years ago, if someone had asked me what I was going to be when I grew up, I certainly wouldn't have thought that a small town girl like me would ever become governor of the great state of New Mexico. It would have never entered my mind. But my parents taught me never to give up, to work hard, and to always believe that my future could be whatever I dreamt it to be, and never let someone tell you that you cannot do it. Getting to where I am today was certainly not an accident. I had good friends and family members who believed in me. I had many good teachers and professors all along the way who have guided me and taught me. My education has empowered me to become who I am today and to do the things I have done up to this point in my life. Now, while I was in law school in Oklahoma, I was far away from home. First time I'd left home, and I was 23 years old. I was homesick. I had some of the toughest courses ever, and I wanted to quit every single day. Every morning I woke up with this feeling in the gut of my stomach that I just couldn't do another day. But I went to school, I finished that day, went home, did the homework, and it was again the next day. And I had that awful feeling in the pit of my stomach. And saying, I'm homesick, I wanted to go home. But then I realized anything that is worthwhile will be hard. And overcoming any of those difficulties will make it worthwhile, because now I have a Juris Doctorate degree that no one can take away from me because I earned it. But my parents, as I said, were huge, and they were huge in supporting me every single way, all the way through college and high school, all the way through my Juris Doctorate degree, making sure that I had lots of phone calls and visits. But there are many of you here tonight, and each of you has your own story of how you got here. In your story, there were likely many trials and times that you struggled, but here you are. You cleared every hurdle. You stuck to it. You endured. You worked hard. And you made it. That's amazing. I don't know that you understand. I look at your faces, and I look at your faces, and I think, I'm not sure. I mean, one of the students spoke a few months ago and said, take it in. Live in the moment, because this will happen once. What you have done is awesome. I received this last night. This is one of the best things I've ever received, because for me, education and making sure that you have every opportunity available to you is given to you. And so I wear this with great pride because I believed in each one of you, even though I knew it was hard. Now, however, many of you might have made it, some challenges, some difficulties. 4 students will graduate in a month, but there will be 100% graduation rate in this high school. I'm not sure that that has happened, if at all, hardly ever in the state of New Mexico. So that is something to be very, very proud of. And as I listened to your superintendent earlier, I could not help but to be amazed by the successes you all have experienced. It is remarkable that so many of you have graduated from Doña County Community College before you have even received your high school diploma. Now, I know that's never happened before. But you're the first. You're the trailblazers. Think of how much farther ahead you are because of your hard work and dedication to success. And not only that, collectively, your graduating class has applied for over 200 associate's degrees and professional certificates. This is truly an awe-inspiring accomplishment. Yes, you have done more than just make it. You have excelled. Thomas Edison once said, the 3 great essentials to achieve anything worthwhile is work hard, stick-to-itiveness, and common sense. Well, I think there is enough stick-to-itiveness in this room to move a mountain, because that is what each of you is capable of, moving mountains and chasing your dreams. However, I'm sure we can agree that tonight would not be possible without the support of the entire community. The teamwork, support, and collaboration of your classmates and the dedication of your parents and teachers have all contributed to your success. We are here to celebrate all that can be achieved when a community comes together on behalf of our young people. Tonight, this would not have been possible without each of them. I want to especially recognize Las Cruces Public Schools members of the Board of Education and Superintendent Stan Rounds, New Mexico State University President Gary Carruthers, Dean of the College of Education Dr. Michael Moorhead, and many others. Doña Ana County Community College President Renee Scott and Andy Burke, and Arrowhead Park Partners, the Bridge of Southern New Mexico President George Ruth, and founding member Carrie Mitchell. I'll tell you, Carrie never gives up. And I knew about your progress and your success constantly, because that lady over there kept me informed all the time about the amazing things you were doing. Arrowhead Park Principal Jennifer Amos, and the many teachers and staff members who have helped you along the way. To each of you, thank you very much. Thank you for believing in these students. Thank you for your vision, your support, and your dedication. Tonight is possible because each of you was willing to do what was necessary to make change a reality. I know that change is tough, but you made it a reality, and you are showing the rest of New Mexico what change looks like and what it can be for the rest of our state. And to each of the graduates, I want to thank each of you most of all. I am so very proud, not only for the successes that you have experienced for yourselves, but also for what you have taught the entire state. You really have. You have shown the state something awesome, and you did it. I think it is appropriate that your mascot is Trailblazers, because that is exactly what you are doing, blazing trails into new territory. Because of all of you have accomplished right here in Doña Ana County, students all across the state will have the opportunity to attend an early college high school. Over the last few months, it has been my honor to announce 10 new early college high schools, and I hope that this is just the beginning, and they have been awarded throughout the state of New Mexico. You are the ones that started this. You have taught us all an important lesson in what can be achieved by young people, our future leaders. You are an example to students, teachers, and school officials from every corner of the state as to what can happen when a community comes together. You prove that when the bar is set high, you can accomplish anything. Now, I know that each of you is anxiously awaiting the presentation of your diplomas, but before I close, I want to encourage you to remember tonight. Remember your time as a trailblazer and carry it with you throughout your lives, because you can be a trailblazer more than once, more than twice. You can continue to be a trailblazer the rest of your life. Do what is necessary. Be strong and don't be afraid of the new or the unknown. Forge ahead into uncharted territory and be the impetus for change. you can and will make the world a better place. Congratulations, class of 2014. Be the change that you want to see. Thank you. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless New Mexico. And thank you for being such an amazing students.
Keep out the devil. Shut-de-don't, keep the devil in the night. Shut-de-don't, keep out the devil. Light the candle, everything's alright. Light the candle, everything's alright.
When I was a baby child,
Shut-de-don't, keep out the devil.
good and bad was just a game.
Shut-de-don't, keep the devil in the night.
Many years and many trials.
Shut-de-don't, keep out the devil.
We're going to be dare not to say.
Shut-de-don't, keep the devil in the night.
Shut-de-don't, keep out the devil.
Shut-de-don't, keep the devil in the night.
Shut-de-don't, keep out the devil.
Light the candle, everything's alright. Light the candle, everything's alright. For Satan is an evil charmer. Shut-de-don't, keep out the devil. He's hungry for a soul to hurt. Shut-de-don't, keep the devil in the night. And without your holy armor, shut-de-don't, keep out the devil. He will eat you for dessert. Shut-de-don't, keep the devil in the night. Shut-de-don't, keep out the devil. Shut-de-don't, keep the devil in the night. Shut-de-don't, keep out the devil. Light the candle, everything's alright. Light the candle, everything's alright. Say hey, hey, hey,
Shut-de-don't,
hey, 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 shut-de-don't. Hey,
you gotta shut
you gotta shut. Say a prayer, he won't be back no more.
Papa used to sing this song.
Shut-de-don't, keep out the devil.
Papa used to sing it too.
Shut-de-don't, keep the devil in the night.
Jesus called and took them home.
Shut-de-don't, keep out the devil.
And so I sing this song for you.
Shut-de-don't, keep the devil in the night.
Say shut-de-don't, keep out the devil.
Shut-de-don't, keep the devil in the night.
Shut-de-don't, keep out the devil.
Light the candle, everything's alright. Light the candle, everything's alright. Shut-de-don't,
Keep out the devil.
shut-de-don't, keep the devil in the night.
Shut-de-don't, keep out the devil.
Light the candle, everything's alright. Light the candle,
Class of 2014, there are a few more people that the night wouldn't be complete without us thanking and recognizing. You have already recognized the amazing faculty from Arrowhead Park, but at this time I'd ask the faculty, the dual credit staff, the advisors, and all of the adjunct faculty from Doñana Community College and New Mexico State University to please stand and be recognized. Now, will the class of 2014 please rise? Superintendent Rounds, members of the Board of Education, Las Cruces Public School Administration. I am pleased to announce that the members of the senior class whose names appear on the official program this evening have completed all requirements for graduation. I hereby recommend they be granted a Diploma of Excellence from Arrowhead Park Early College High School. If the members of the graduating class will please come forward as their names are read, they will receive their diploma.
John Agnew II. Miranda Armijo Perry. Isaac Avalos. David Benegas. Jesse Beltran. Michelle Bravo. Matthew Brasenio. Zane Brown. Asher Bulger. Benjamin Buntain. Philip Bustamante. Maria Calderon. Daniel Caravello. Marissa Carvajal. Marina Cardone. Shiloh Carrera Little. Hallie Carver. Samantha Casares. Perla Castañeda. Tori Chavez. Elizabeth Cho. Jacob Davis. Kevin Dallahussi. Isaac Donahue. Zachary Eason. Our valedictorian, Nathaniel Emmerich. Yesenia Fernandez. Micah Funk. Abel Garcia. Jessica Garcia. Judith Garcia. Morgan Garrett. Tristan Getz. Yolanda Gomez. Lorena Guerra. Her brother, Omar Guerra. Daniela Guillen. Brianna Hartman. Guadalupe Hernandez. Luis Hernandez. Zachary Helly. Angela Ida. Alexis Holden. Victoria Holguin. Dakota Ayano. Our salutatorian, Norma Ibarra. Jennifer Kruger. Yanine Lara. Crystal Laredo. Donella Lopez. Saul Lujan. Delia Macias. Joel Macias. Emily Maese. Sammy Mehdi. Francisco Maldonado. Corelli Marin. Angel Martinez. Britt Martinez. Israel Martinez. Aaron McGuire. Susana Medina. Ramon Medrano. Seth Maris. Miguel Montes. Kiana Kiki Montoya. Katrina Moreno. Omar Navarro. Brandon Nunamaker. Margarita Para. Giselle Ponce. Maribel Portillo. Amanda Ramirez. Elsie Ramirez. Marco Ramirez. Erin Grace Reber. Luzada Reza. Marina Riley. Joanna Rincon. Leslie Rivera. Stephen Rivera. Marcus Roberts. Veronica Rodriguez. Jessica Romero. Sabrina Romero. Julissa Rubio. Jessica Sines. George Sims. Got to get the hugs in. Shelby Stryker. Taylor Sykes. Tomas Tenorio. Susana Terrazas. David Torres. Delilah Trejo. Evelyn Valles. Samantha Varela. Justin Vasquez. Jordan Wagner. Austin Wilkins. Sarah Wingfield. Javier Zamora. Michaela Zanelli. And let's not forget Alexis Zapian.
Class of 2014, I ask that you rise for the turning of the tassel ceremony. Please take your tassel with your left hand and move it from right to left. You are now official high school graduates. Congratulations.
actually able in the program. I noticed some of the graduates.